Hello guys! I know I'm a little early on the Christmas videos because Thanksgiving ain't even here yet, but I decided to get a head start this year. So in this video, I'll be showing you guys some easy ways to redecorate your room, and I also threw in a simple DIY you can do with things you may already have. So let's get started. So first, I'm going to start with the DIY portion of this video, and this is just a frame that you can make with things you probably already have at home, and it just makes your room look a lot more festive and holiday-like. So things you will need is a stencil or a few stencils depending on how many you want to make, some extra fine glitter, and some Mod Podge, and this one is optional, but a spray sealer. So first, you're going to cut out your stencil. You can just look up any stencil on Google Images. The one I decided to do is a reindeer and a snowflake. So you're just going to cut it out, or if you want to do it the easier way, you can just paste this onto the cardboard first and then cut it out. You want it on a cardboard so that your stencil is not just flimsy on a thin piece of paper, you know what I'm saying? So right now I am just applying some Mod Podge onto my stencil, and then I'm going to paste that onto the cardboard. So you want to do the same thing with your snowflake or whatever stencil you decide to do. Now that you have your stencil glued down, you can just take an X-Acto knife and cut it out. You can use scissors, but scissors, I'm telling you, it just might be a lot harder to get into the creases. So if you can, use an X-Acto knife. So once that's done, it should look something like this. And now you are ready for the glitter part. So just make sure you use like a newspaper or something to lay down onto the table so you don't get glitter everywhere because it's a pain. So just apply a thin layer of Mod Podge onto your stencil and just shake the glitter on it. Alright, so of course you're just going to do the same thing on your other stencil, and you're just going to set it aside to dry. After it's all dried, this part is optional, but I took some of my Mod Podge spray and I just sprayed a thin layer over it to seal the glitter in, or you can just apply another layer of Mod Podge over it. So now for your frame, just remove the backing off the frame because you do not want that part anymore, and you are just going to use some double-sided tape and stick the stencil against the wall, and that is it. So simple, right? So now I'm just going to show you guys some ways to redecorate your bedroom. Not necessarily DIYs, but just some ways to redecorate. So here's my before. Everything is just very spring-like. And here is my after. So I decided to go with like some pastel color so that it's not the typical Christmas colors. So, okay, let's get started. So here are some things you'll need. You just need some decorative ornaments, or you can use basically anything, whatever you want, okay? And in case you're wondering, I got my craft items from Hobby Lobby. So first I'm going to take the snowflakes, and you see that cupcake stand I have? I'm going to turn that into kind of like a snow globe. So I'm going to remove all the cupcakes I already had, even though it was so cute, but I had to put it away. Okay, so you're just going to set down a layer of the snowflake, or you can just use cotton balls if you don't want to buy snowflakes, but I needed my cotton balls. So yeah, after that you just decorate it however you want. You just create yourself a little winter wonderland, okay? Yeah, you can just buy ornaments anywhere pretty much and set it up however you want, and that is it. Alright, so now I'm just going to clear my dresser of all the spring looking stuff, and I'm going to put my Christmas decor on there. I'm just going to let you guys watch this since it's pretty self-explanatory, and I will link everything that I put on my dresser in the description box down below. So if you guys would like to see what I'm using, where I got it, it will all be in the description box for you. So hope you guys enjoy watching me redecorate. Okay, alright. So lastly, I really like when my room feels really warm and dim during the holidays, so I came up with this idea with these string lights, and you can hang these over your headboard, your vanity, anywhere you want, and it just looks really, really cute, and it really brightens up your room. So things you will need are just some glass ornaments or just any ornaments you like, and some fairy lights, I guess. I don't know what these are called. So I just got these at my local craft store, and you're just going to loop the fairy lights through the ornaments, kind of like you are, I don't know, making a necklace or something. So after you have all the ornaments set up onto your fairy lights, you can use as many as you want. Just go ahead and hang them on your wall with some thumbtacks, and that is it. I know this is super simple, and I almost did not even have to make a DIY on this. Well, it's not really a DIY, but I just thought it was a really sweet and cute idea. It makes your room really bright, and it saves electricity because it's battery operated. So that concludes it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was super simple, but I just wanted to kick off my Christmas series with something that's super easy and hopefully help you guys get into the Christmas spirit since it is a little bit early. But I will be having a lot more DIYs coming up for the holidays, such as gift ideas or even more room decor ideas. Also, you guys voted on this hashtag that I will be using, and it is Winter Weylie Land. I thought it was really cute, so thank you guys for coming up with this name for me. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave any suggestions you guys have down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! Have you guys ever met my children? This is Bibi, and she's really shy, so she actually does not like this right now.